Yeah. Oh, Cavs. Oh, I'd love to see Cleveland win the championship. I mean, I wish it was the Indians, but if at any time, nah, they got such a they're in a tough division too. Yeah, I know. I know. It's long. It's a long season.
That seems like I see Greg more than I do Scott now.
Yeah, I'm not John Lucian yet. And there's plenty of time for it by now. You could definitely give up on it.
Okay.
All right, at 7:30, call the meeting to order. We'll have an invocation by Mr. Henry, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Our most precious Heavenly Father, we just thank you, Lord, for just another privilege to come and do the business of the city. And Heavenly Father, we just ask you to guide each of our thoughts, Lord, to do what is right. Heavenly Father, we thank you for our leaders of the city, the mayor, the police, the firemen, and others, Lord, that take care of us, Lord. Take care of them, protect, especially our safety forces, keep them safe, free from harm. And Heavenly Father, be with the others, Lord, that provide water and good streets. And thank you for their dedication, for what they do. Thank you, Lord, for the office staff, what they've done. And Heavenly Father, we ask you to be with our friend John Groff as he goes into retirement. We pray, Lord, that he will maintain his good health. Go with us. We go home for chapters 400 days. We ask all these things in 100 days.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. Roll call.
Morrow.
Here.
Holt. Here. Crable.
Here.
Heflin.
Here.
Henry.
Here.
Dawson.
Here.
Kelly.
Here. Everyone's here now. Need the approval of minutes of May 18, 2015.
Second.
A motion second to approve. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Election appointments, none. Special orders committees, none. Unfinished business, none. District communications, none. Visitors, any visitors like to speak? Approach the podium, seeing none. Move on.
Is it my turn already? I'll try to drag this out. Finance minutes, 6:02 p.m. We had no legislative requests. However, tomorrow reported the impound auction Jay's towing, running a total of $16,912.50. These funds were applied to the law enforcement fund. Jay, anything else?
Nothing, thank you.
Kim Geller.
No, not this time, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Public services, Mr. Morrow.
Thank you, Mr. President. Public Service Committee met May 26, 5:30 p.m. No delinquent accounts. Major fund code was presented. Water, Mr. Geller gave an update on the new water tank. Timeline was given. Bidding won't be due until mid-October, mid-August, and construction may not start until early spring 2016. A discussion on possible deposits for water, wastewater sign-ups. More info coming. Spring cleaning on the water plant tanks are underway. Water line abandonment on Route 79 was discussed on Walgreens side. 2,500 feet of 12-inch line to replace the 8-inch line in the middle of State Route 79. Mr. Geller then gave a report on work in progress. No boil alerts were put out in the last 30 days. Two boil alerts were put out in the last 30 days on Cumberland Crest and Lucky Drive. Wastewater, the scum concentrator bid results were discussed. Tenco Hydro Incorporated gave the low bid of $79,000 100. Federal EPA had a bioassay that is done every 5 years, and we don't get the results. The new roof was repaired on the wastewater plant, on the blower and grid buildings. Total cost $4,400. Other projects are in progress and will be reported on later. Mr. Geller showed slides of work in progress. The departments are keeping busy, doing a lot of in-house work and saving the city money. Big thanks goes out to those workers that do that. With nothing else to discuss, the meeting was adjourned at 6:25 p.m. Anything else, Mr. Geller?
Yeah, the only thing I have to add is Dan Stofan, our lab manager, has 7 years of service with the city.
Very good.
That's
Thank
it. Thank you.
Thank you. Public safety, Mr. Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. President. Public safety will be Monday, June 8th at 5:30 p.m. Chief Shepherd, Chief Mason, I'm sorry, do you have anything to add?
Yes, I have 2 dispatchers celebrating the anniversaries this month. Don Melring, 6 years, and Jessica Stevens, 10 years. And also like to thank Auditor Morrow for his assistance in helping the police officer be a success. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Chief. Chief Huggins, do you have anything to add?
I do have 2 members, Jamie Budd with 19 years with our city and Ron Ward with 16 years. That's all, thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Mr. President.
Streets and drainage, Mr. Heffron.
Thank you, Mr. President. Streets and Drainage will meet Monday, June the 15th, 5:30 p.m. Bob, got anything to add?
Nothing.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Community development zoning, Mr. Henry.
Yeah, community development is on back tonight at 5:30. Just ready, huh? First time in charge. We had 4 items on the agenda. There were number 1, the Soil and Water Conservation District, Licking River Roundup. We talked about that quite a bit. And he and the mayor wanted the city to be a sponsor in the silver area. And we come up with a $300 figure that we're going to input to it. And you'll see more of that coming. That happens on September the 12th this year. And Eddie will keep up to date, keep us involved in that. Number 2 was community development block grant application. Eddie put one through from Green Valley Drive area. And he and the mayor and Jenna did an income survey of the people that work there, and they had an 80% response. And they're ready to move ahead. That is unheard of, that big a response on a survey. Usually about 30% is good. And he said December and January that they'll go get the grant and be approved. We should get the cost of this, replacing curbs, streets, and drainage, and all that, at $262,900. And the hope and the grant was $216,800, and the city will part will be $46,100. So that's the thing to get caught, get going, because it does need to be done. And number 3 was good news. Cogwood Nissan dealership is moving to Heath. They bought the property at the intersection of Kaiser Drive at 79. And they have the sketch plans approved. And then last month and this month, they're moving ahead with construction plans, and they hope to be in construction by the end of June. And we always welcome new businesses. And number 4 was Linville Road resurfacing and realignment. And they did the RFQ on it, and I expect to be 2019 when this takes place. It's going to be done through LCATS. And they estimate it's going to be a cost of $511,811. And I think our part will be $128,000. The total cost is $639,755. But it'll be paid clear up to the city line, Granville Road, and the intersection at Greenville and 13 is going to be realigned and have left turn lanes. Enter that intersection a lot better than the blue lights, I suppose, to that. Anything else, David? Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Parks, Recreation, and David Shea, Mrs. Cole.
Thank you, Mr. President. Parks, Recreation, and David Shea will meet Monday, June 15th, immediately following streets and drainage. Did you have anything to add, Bob?
I just have one thing, but it's really into the streets. I wanted to thank Eddie and Jen and the mayor for going door to door. We've done that in the past in some places, and people don't answer questions a lot of times. And for them to do that and maybe give us the possibility of getting close to $280,000 to repair that road and curbs, I think it would be a great thing. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Planning Commission, Mr. Craig.
Planning Commission met May 28th. One item of new business, we've already mentioned it previously, the sketch plan review for Coggan Automotive to move from Newark to Heath and bring a few jobs this way. And Kaiser Drive and South 79, State Road 79. Mr. Hunt, anything to add? Mr. Johns?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks. Introduction of ordinances, there are none. Ordinances on second reading, ordinance 46, 2015.
An ordinance authorizing the appropriation of $34,978 within the capital improvement fund of police vehicles to purchase one 2016 Ford Interceptor SUV from Lebanon Ford according to 2015 state contract bid.
Mr. President,
Mr. Johnson.
I'd like to make a motion that we adopt ordinance 46, 2015.
Second. Motion and second to adopt. Any comments or discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Morrow?
Yes.
Cole? Yes. Rabel?
Yes.
Heflin?
Yes.
Henry?
Yes.
Johnson?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes. Ordinance 46, 2015 has been adopted. Ordinance 47, 2015.
Ordinance authorizing the appropriation of $3,630 within the capital improvement fund to service building repairs to cover costs associated with upgrading the telecom system hardware area.
Mr. President,
Mr. Kramer.
motion to adopt ordinance 47, 2015.
A motion and second to adopt. Any comments or discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Morrow?
Yes.
Cole? Yes. Rabel?
Yes.
Heflin?
Yes.
Henry?
Yes.
Johnson?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes. Ordinance 47, 2015 has been adopted. Ordinance 48, 2015.
Ordinance waiving bids authorizing the director disposal of one 2004 Ford sedan for the police department.
Mr. President,
Mr. Johnson.
make a motion we adopt ordinance 48, 2015.
Second. A motion and second to adopt. Any comments or discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Morrow?
Yes.
Cole? Yes. Rabel?
Yes.
Heflin?
Yes.
Henry?
Yes.
Johnson?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes. Ordinance 48, 2015 has been adopted. The resolution on first reading are done. Resolution second reading done. Brings us to reports of city officials. Mayor Johns.
Mr. President, welcome visitors in attendance this evening. First of all, I want to commend Auditor Morrow on Saturday's auction that took place at Jay's Towing. Indications that I have heard were that the proceeding was very well organized and very well orchestrated. This was Auditor Morrow's first auction that he conducted in that position, and all indications are it went very smoothly. So Jay, good job. Thank you. Want to first of all remind everyone that tomorrow is the last day of school for Heath City Schools, which means that there'll be many more kids out and about during the day as they get into summer. I encourage all motorists on the roads to be mindful of that and be careful of kids that may be playing in neighborhoods and such. In conjunction with that, also, I want to take a second to congratulate the Heath High School class of 2015 graduates, as well as other graduates of high school and college that live here in the city of Heath. I wish class of 2015 well as they go on to further their education or enter the workforce or join the military and proceed with what will be the rest of their lives. I want to take a second just to report that last week I was out of town for a period of time joining Dan Evers, the Economic Development Director for Grow-Licking County, on a trip to Chicago. We had originally planned to dovetail on a trip that Columbus 2020, our regional economic development entity, had planned in Chicago. When they canceled the trip, we decided to go ahead and proceed with ours. We weren't going to let their cancellation keep us from spreading the word about Licking County and its attractiveness as a destination for businesses. So Dan and I had about a half a dozen meetings or so with site selectors, tax incentive coordinators for businesses, people who deal with properties after they have been vacated to repurpose, reuse, or remarket existing businesses. Some of the takeaways that we got were that, number one, they felt that what we were doing in going out and reaching out to them was a pretty smart move, and that the information that that Grow-Licking County has available on its website about Licking County is very informative and helpful to people in this area. One of the people that we met with, breakfast meeting we had Thursday morning, asked me, or asked us kind of, what did we want to get out of the trip, and we had no expectations of armfuls of projects that we would come back and work on, but I told him, I said, we want to be a blip on your radar. When you're working with a company and they make an indication that they would want to maybe expand and locate in the Midwest or maybe in Ohio in particular, we want you to be aware of the strengths that we in Licking County have, and that we want you to be able to remember us and refer us on to that business. So to that end, I think we made some very positive contacts with people in that interest. We also had paid a visit to the German American Chamber of Commerce, which was a follow-up on Hendrik Barkeling's visit from the German Embassy this past fall. The gentleman that Herr Barkeling had given us to meet with was traveling in Denver, but we dropped some information off, and we'll follow up with a phone call later this week or next with him, and that'll be someone that we will be able to look to meet with the next time we're in Chicago. So I want to thank Dan Evers and Grow-Licking County for organizing the trip, and Dan does a fantastic job as an advocate for Licking County, and I think we're lucky to have somebody like him in that role. Finally, if our trip ends up bearing fruit, particularly for the city of Heath, one of the people that's going to be key in the process of helping businesses decide to come to Heath is going to be Eddie Hunt. And I just want to share with council that over the past month or so, John Groff and I had organized lunch meetings with various developers and other people that the Building and Zoning Office interfaces with on a regular basis. One of the things that I wanted to make sure development people in this community understood is that, John Groff, of course, has an excellent reputation and one that is well respected in the development community here. But just because John Groff is no longer in that office, that doesn't mean that our approach is any different. That the pro-business approach, the moving at the speed of business effort, starts with me, goes through the Building and Zoning Department, goes through the Planning Commission, It is a team effort that includes all of you. And I wanted to make sure that people who have done business with John Groff for many years understand that the way that we do business is going to continue. And I feel very, very comfortable with Eddie in his new role. Many of our, one of the things that we try to emphasize to people in these lunch meetings is that although they may not have seen it or known it, over the past 18 months to 2 years, John Groff had been transferring more and more responsibility onto Eddie's shoulders. This is a transition that didn't take place with John's decision to retire. We knew that this day was going to be coming, and we worked to ensure that Eddie would be ready to take the reins of that department when John eventually did leave. And there's no doubt in my mind that Eddie is more than capable to fill that role in the department and to fill the important role that that department performs for the city. So I just want to take a second to congratulate Eddie on his position as the chief of the Building and Zoning Department. And I know that this city can look forward to many years of his outstanding service in that role. That's all I have, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you. Auditor Morrow.
First of all, I'd like to welcome Eddie along. Hopefully we're going to go a long time together here in the city, so look forward to working with you. Mayor, thanks for those kind words, but honestly, and Chief Mason also, I can't take much credit for the auction. Becky McComb, Debbie Whitefield, Jenna Walker, and obviously Sergeant Black had everything set up. When I showed up, they told me, here's the numbers, go talk. So that's what I did. So we did get through some pretty crazy weather, but I think all in all it was a good day. So I look forward to doing that again in October. So other than that, thank you.
Auditor Morse.
Welcome, Eddie.
Mr. Craig.
Welcome visitors. Congratulations, Eddie. The next generation moving on in the city. Great job. Thanks.
Mr. Henry.
I too congratulate you, Eddie. Heard a lot of good things about you, not just from here, but outside. As they said, you and John had one of the best offices that they've ever dealt with. That's a blessing. And I'd like to welcome everyone to the council meeting. And I'd like to also announce on the June the 13th this year at 525 South 30th Street, First Baptist Church, at 3 p.m. We're roasting 3, 4, 5 hogs, whatever we need to. We're going to have games for everyone, and we want all of Central Ohio to come. Newark, Heath, Perry County, and everyone is welcome, and it's no cost. Please come and eat with us. Help make a human foosball court and game. This is a prerequisite to the Southern Baptist Convention that's going to be held in Columbus this year. And we want you to come. We do. We really want you. It don't cost you nothing. And just come up there and bring kids, grandkids, aunts and uncles, and so-called friends.
Mrs. Cole.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm sitting here trying to ponder and decide what that human foosball thing is going to be, because I used to have a foosball machine, and I'm not sure I want to be one of those. So anyway, welcome everyone. I also wanted to congratulate Eddie and welcome him aboard for his first meeting as the chief. And I had on my list too to congratulate the Heath graduates. And I guess what I would say is, whatever their path is for now, college or like Mark said, the military or a job, hopefully, just like Eddie, when they're ready to settle into a home and a career, they'll come back to Heath, because he's a Heath graduate and look where he is now. So anyway, that's all I have. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Mr. Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. President. I too want to welcome Eddie and congratulations to you. I have no doubt that you're doing a great job. And when the mayor, that's pretty awesome that you and Dan Evers made that trip. We're just a little city of Heath, and for our mayor to make the trip out there and visit with people, I think that's pretty awesome. So thanks for doing that for us. It's pretty impressive. Thank you. And if anybody has a direct line to Summer, please call and tell Summer to come back. It's freezing. I've been freezing all day.
congratulations to the, all the different, names that, the people that are celebrating anniversaries. Again, it just thoroughly amazes me. We just keep adding these years and years. Says a lot to the city that we have all the anniversaries piling up like they did. And to the 2015 graduates of high school, especially Heath High School, congratulations. Thank you.
Mr. Hafford?
Thank you, Mr. President. Welcome to everyone here and to Eddie. Look forward to working with you. I know that you got some big shoes to fill, but I think you're very capable of getting that job done. I'd also like to say congratulations to all the graduates and especially to the seniors at Heath High School. Wish them the best. With that, I'm saying thank you.
Lynn, you think of that?
Now I have to listen to it.
Thank you. Before I go down below, I'll say, I went real fast because I was trying to do a fast meeting, and then it was like, no, Eddie said you needed like 20 or 30 minutes to talk tonight, and so I was trying to build in some extra time for Eddie to give his speech and stuff, so, you know, give Eddie a little chance to prepare his speech, I give him a little bit of warning here. So, I expected 20 or 30 minutes at least out of Eddie, so, good luck to you, and 20 or 30 words. Yeah. So, with that, let's start down with, we'll leave Eddie for last. So let's start with John Geller.
Congratulations, Ed. I know today you went to your first department head meeting, so you got to see how the inner workings of the department head go at work today. So, anyway, congratulations, and look forward to working with you.
Kim Geller.
I want to congratulate Eddie Chandler for doing a great job.
Bob Geller.
Welcome, Eddie, and don't hold the department head meeting against us.
Chief Huggins.
We've been working with him and continue to.
Chief Mason.
Congratulations, Eddie.
Okay, Eddie Hunt, your turn.
Thanks, everybody, for the kind words. I look forward to working with each and every one of you. Hopefully we'll do some good.
New business, none. Read any bids, none. Miscellaneous, none.
Motion for adjournment.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Very good.